Hello, good afternoon, good morning to viewers. I'm Joie, Kiara, Aleonar, along with my partner John Michael T. Amto, and we are here to present our task for Authentication and Authorization. So here we have our first page, our task. Now there are the following cases or test cases that Sir gave, which we will be showing their successful result. So first, let us start with the sign up, or in our case, the register page. Test case number 1, users can sign up for the app with a unique email.
So, so successful yung registration.
Yep. Now we have that for unique email sign up. Now let's try doing test case number 2. Users cannot sign up for or to the app with a duplicate email.
So, try natin i-sign up yung isa. Let's say, Harold ng pangalan mo. Harold with double B. Harold. Password. So, yes.
There we have it. We already exist. So now from the sign up test cases, we'll move on to the login test cases. So first, test case number 3, users can log into the app with valid email or password.
So, try natin si kanina, yung Harold. So, Harold, yung password niya is this one. So, pasok.
All right, test case number 3, successful. Test case number 4, users cannot log into the app with blank or missing email.
So, try natin. Let's say password lang yung ginagawa. Then, log in. So, missing credentials kasi walang email. And then,
And there we have it. Next, test case number 5, users cannot log into the app with blank or incorrect password.
so let's say, see this email and then mali yung password. Then, attempt na log in. So, invalid.
Now for the users test cases. Test case number 6, a list of to-dos that can only be seen by logged-in users. As we can see, since there's already a login and a register, in a way it's already accomplished since only logged-in users can see the login or the list of to-dos interface. As you can see here with the dashboard of the user, John Michael T, and the following to-dos. This also accomplishes test case number 7, a list of to-dos that can only be seen by a specific user. Previously, as you can see, for Joie's dashboard, their to-do list differs from the previous to-do list, with the exception of 2 to-dos that are similar, and the first 3 being different. Basically, the one who adds the task or the to-do will be the only one who will be able to see that to-do.
Yes. And for the last example, so there. So in this case, our public to-dos are update account and eat breakfast to-dos. Then the rest is private or specifically for a specific user. So that's our test cases complete. Now to the fun part, the coding. So, to make this all, I'll start with the test cases one, and yeah, let's go for one. So, unique email. So, we have we implemented validation of accounts. So we have here a uh, JavaScript file that checks that exactly. And here we can see if it's, oh, it's wrong, unique email. So sorry, it's my bad. It's the wrong file. It's here, JWT So what this file does is it takes uh, it takes data from a specific route, or let's say register. We're going for register route.
Right,
So
register.
look for the register route, which is this. So register. And then as you can observe, my ano siya, valid info. So our project has middlewares. So basically they are like authorization they are for authorization purposes. So
Indeed.
before mag register ang ma-validate ang register, mag-pass siya sa aming middleware which checks for missing credentials, invalid emails. Same goes for the login. So that's why when we type a similar email that is already existing, so let's say valid yung yung information niya, may password siya, may email siya na tama. So magpasok siya dito na route which will further validate the account. So let's say nagpasok siya dito. So first thing ang gawin niya is i-decons i-deconstruct niya yung data na inputs, yung name, email, tsaka password. Next is the common thing, checks the ano, database if it's if it has data to fetch. So if let's say may na-fetch siya na data, then magpasok siya dito na if, which means that email is existing because may na-fetch siya na email from the database, then mag-prompt siya ng error na status 401, which is email already existing. So, yun. Let's say na wala siyang na-fetch na email, so hindi siya mapasok dito. And magdiretso siya sa encrypts password. So what this does, may ano kami, dependency na bcrypt. So what that does is it encrypts the password para uh, hindi siya yung full text na password na usually na gina-type natin. So ito yung ano niya. This is the to-dos. My bad. So all rows. So
There.
this the password. Ito yung encrypted passwords.
Mm.
And next is, let's say na encrypt na tapos i-encrypt yung password for further secureness of the account. So mag-store siya ng new user which stores the newly decrypted password. I mean encrypted password. Then after that, mag-generate siya ng token. So ang purpose ng token is uh, first thing is mas secure because it provides two-factor authentication. So may
Indeed.
encrypted password ka na, may token ka pa. And one good thing about token is once na-implement mo siya, you can use the we have a here let's see. Oh, saan yan? Hmm, author, is this the one? Wait, hanapin ko muna yung, hmm, uh, it's not there. Oh, here, the JWT generator. So, one good thing about this authentication, the token is once na mag-generate siya ng token, bibigyan niya ng payload yung token which holds the user information. So, the good thing about this is you can use this to gather more information or to use it for comparing sa further files dito sa ating front end. So, after that, sign means ano niya, i-verify na niya, give na ng verification yung token para magamit na ng user. So, yun yung token. What's next? So, next on the list, so that's our unique email, then our duplicate email, so ano, compare niya sa from database. And then users can log in. So sa login na tayo. So ano ba yung ano niya sa login? So login. So same sa register, nasa valid. So ito yung ano, mga missing credentials and invalid emails. And then sa JAuth, may login din siya. So different routes ang register tsaka login. So, yes. So, here, so first thing, i-deconstruct niya yung body, yung information, yung email tsaka yung password. Then checks the database for similar email. So, if in contrast to register, si email is maghanap siya if existing yung user. So if si user is not existing, then mag-prompt siya ng incorrect user or password. So it's either wala not existing yung user and mali yung input ng user or yung password niya. So let's assume na may email na existing. So magpunta siya dito sa check if password is correct. So ito is valid may uh, variable kami na valid password which decrypts the encrypted password para i-compare. So yung kanina 'di ba nag-register tayo then gi-encrypt niya yung password. So this time i-decrypt niya yung password para i-compare if tama yung input ng user. Then if it's not valid, so mag-invalid siya na prompt na ano, mag-invalid siya na prompt na password, na invalid password. Then lastly, magbigay siya ng token that is verified. So in mind, magbigay siya ng token na verified para magamit niya into logging in sa ating main app. So yeah, that's that one. So another thing, ito yung mag-verify if the token is valid. So magdaan siya sa authorization na middleware which checks if that token is authorized. So i-verify niya this using this method with using our the use declared secret, and if not authorized then mag-error siya ng not authorized. So that's our
For security.
login. So user, so as you can see a while ago sa ating valid info, nandun na yung missing email tsaka yung incorrect credentials. So, verify natin yung try tayo mag-login. So, login tayo sa account ko. Then to see further the token that I'm talking about, nandito siya sa inspect and then sa application. So, ito yung token na ginadala ng user while he is browsing, while he is in the application. So, yan. So, if mag-log out siya, then mawala yung key, yung gina-terminate niya para hindi siya makita ng other users. Okay,
For security.
possibility, yes, para hindi na siya, because that token holds your user information. So that's key important to know. So next test cases is the list to dos that can be seen by logged in users. So let's go straight muna to list of to dos that can be seen by specific user. Kaya matouch natin yung seen by logged users. So sa ano namin is sa list to dos namin. Uh, Authentication.
Just
Here. So, may function kami na get ID. This get ID fetches from our dashboard that is from JAuth. JAuth na dashboard, I guess. No. It's not in dashboard, it's in index. This one. So,
right.
mag-fetch siya mag-fetch siya doon ng dashboard and then may method na get. And then, ito yung token. So, token holds our information. So, from there, makuha natin yung user ID, user name, and such. So, we parse that response into a JSON, and then we return that parse response user ID. So, basically, get natin yung ID from the token. The ating parse para maging readable siya. So, from there, get ID, mag-get siya ng to-dos. So, sa to-dos is ito. So, nag-declare kami ng const ID na mag-call ng method na get ID, yung kanina, yung may process na getting the ID from the token. And then response is fetch from the to-dos. So, that's in our index still. To-dos na ito. Uh, Then, ito, get to do's. And then, JSON data parse into a response .json. And then, we set to do's. So, set to do's is part of a state. So, that state has a use effect get to do's para i-display niya yung information na na-fetch niya from the database. So part of that, set to dos, then filter. So user ID from to do. So that's our test cases. So I'll run through uh, our login and register and dashboard real quick. So from here sa login, so ito yung set auth means i-check niya if the token is authorized. So if it's not authorized, hindi siya makapasok sa ano sa ating main app. And then mm, okay. So ang login process, ito yung login process. So let's say nag-click siya ng login. Click siya ng login. And then sa on login na method, nandun yung ito. So i-deconstruct na yung data na email tsaka password, and then i-fetch niya sa auth login. That is auth login. So here sa JAuth natin, JWT auth. So from there, i-check niya if existing ang email, or if existing siya, then I mean, if not existing siya, then mag-prompt siya ng error. Then if existing, then yung para sa kanina, na-explain ko na yun kanina. And then, yeah. Then pag mag-login siya, ito yung mag-set ng authentication niya to true. So para makalogin siya sa ating app.
Let's have a good toast.
So toast is yung prompt pop up. So that's pretty much it. I guess yung dashboard namin is our app.js last time. So ang
Task three.
nandito lang ang purpose lang nito is uh, makuha natin gikuha namin yung name na from parse token. So from token still nakuha namin yung username tsaka yung user ID ng user na nag-login sa aming app. So yun. Then ito, if mag-log out siya, then i-remove namin yung token para hindi siya ma-retrieve ng random strangers. And then yeah, and the fragment is pretty much straightforward. Initiates input to do and list to do's, where input to do is being passed the UID. So yung UID is the reason why we passed UID is because we want to store the UID from the to-dos. So if this specific user adds a to-do, so yung UID niya is being saved to the database. And then register. So register is similar to login. So yes, it's similar to login. It sets their authentication to true para makapasok sila sa app. So that's all for our activity. Thank you for listening.
And that's all. Thank you very much.